identical topic, which they might go nicely together. Jiva-daya, Namaruchi, Vaishnav Seva.
Vaishnav Seva is over yesterday.
Namaruchi.
Namaruchi. No, नहीं हो रहा क्या? लाइव नहीं हो रहा?
लाइव हो रहा था मगर वो साइड रोटेट।
कोई बात नहीं, ऐसे ही चाहिए ना हमको तो।
ठीक।
Okay, so Gurudev, about Namaruchi, so many topics. Okay. Om Agya. सुपरिच सर्वं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तिनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन, अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरन। In the scriptures, Tantra Shastras, there are different kinds of devotional limbs are mentioned. There are several limbs of devotion, more than 1,000. And Sri Rupa Goswami has condensed all of them into 64 principal forms that are mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There are 64 limbs of devotional practice that Rupa Goswami had, summarized all of these into just the 64. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned about 9 devotional limbs. Sri Prahlad Maharaj is speaking to Hiranyakashipu when he asked, "What is the best education that you received from your teachers?" The first time when Prahlad met Hiranyakashipu after his Gurukul education, Hiranyakashipu asked, "What do you think is the best? According to you, what is the best?" He said, "Best is to leave house where there is no sadhu sangha and perform Hari Bhajan." Best to leave that house where there is no sadhu sangha. So Hiranyakashipu laughed. "Oh, somebody has polluted the mind of my child." Because children usually accept, they don't really consider whether it is right or wrong. Whatever is taught to them, they just follow that. So some sadhu might have said this, and Prahlad is repeating. So he laughed. It was not very serious. But then he told Shand and Amarka, "See, you should see that no Vaishnavas are visiting him. Somebody has polluted the mind of my son. Otherwise, why would he speak like this? So, see to it that he is protected from the association of the Vaishnavas." This is the mentality of asuras, demons. Those who don't like Harikatha, they are demons. They don't like to listen Harikatha. They don't want to, attend Harikatha. Because They cannot hear the glories of Hari. They don't want to hear the glories of Hari. They want to hear their own glories. Oh, I have done this, I have done this, I am this, I am that. Yes, all of us are asuras because we want to hear our own glories. But the devotees or the Vaishnavas, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. The Vaishnavas, they always want to hear Hari Katha. They cannot stay without Hari Katha. Our Guru Maharaj used to say, just like a fish cannot stay without water, the devotees cannot stay without Hari Katha. That is their life, that is their bread and butter, Hari Katha. Otherwise, they cannot survive at all. So, Hiranyakashipu immediately said, keep him away from Sadhu Sangha. But the devotees are always expert. You cannot stop them from, hearing Hari Katha or attending any of the devotional activities. And for Prahlad, it was there inbuilt. He was, right from his birth, he was, devotee of Vishnu. So this time he was taught and given by the teacher Shand and Amark and was taken to Hiranyakashipu the second time. So he changed his question of whatever your teachers taught you, tell me what you remember or what is the best. Well, Prahlad did not consider Shand and Amark as his guru ever, because guru means Gu-Ru is a formation of two letters, Gu and Ru. Gu means ignorance or darkness. Ru means light or knowledge. He who removes from darkness and places it in light, he is Guru. Now, material welfare, material progress, material, instructions or material subjects, they are all ignorance. So, in this world, all the material subject matters, they cannot, even if you have knowledge of all the subject matters, still it's not enough for anyone to surpass this material world. So, he did not consider Shand and Amark as his gurus. He considered only Narada Goswami as his guru. So, whatever instruction he received from Narada Goswami, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktis Chenna Valakshana. He said these are the 9 limbs of devotion. Kriyate yat Purushadha. A person should perform all these 9 limbs of devotion as an offering to Vishnu. Means they should be directed towards Vishnu. So, when Hiranyakashipu heard this, immediately he threw Prahlad from his lap. You rascal, where are you learning all these things? So, in brief, Srimad Bhagavatam talks about 9 limbs of devotional practice. Sri Rupa Goswami has given 64. Tantra Sastras talk about more than thousands of devotional practices or limbs. But all of them have been comprised or, they have been, compiled into, condensed, or you can say, categorized, you can say, into 9 principal limbs of devotion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Bhajaner Madhye Sarvasreshta Navavidha Bhakti. In all forms of devotional practices, these 9 different limbs, Shravanam, hearing Harikatha, and Kirtanam, speaking the glories of Hari, Vishnu Smaranam, remembrance of Supreme Lord Hari. Padasevanam, serving the lotus feet of Hari. Archanam, worshipping. Vandanam, offering hymns and prayers. Dasyam, servitorship. Sakhyam, friendship. And Atmanivedanam, surrender. These are the 9 limbs of devotional practice, and all these 9 are to be performed for Vishnu or towards as an offering to Vishnu. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Bhajaner Madhye Sreshta Navavidha Bhakti, these 9 limbs of devotion. Krishna Prem Krishna Dite Dhare Mahashakti. Krishna Prem and Krishna are attained by following these 9 limbs of devotion. Krishna can be attained by this process, and Krishna Prem, that is our highest objective, that's also attained by this. तार मध्ये सर्वश्रेष्ठ नाम संकीर्तन निरपराधे लैले नाम पावे प्रेम धन. But among these 9 limbs also, Sarvasreshta, supreme, is Nama Sankirtan. The highest among all other limbs of devotional practice is Nama Sankirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has further condensed these 9 limbs into 5. What is that? Sadhu Sangha, Nama Sankirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Mathura Vas, Shraddhaya Srimurti Sevan. These are the 5 limbs. He is telling that even these 9 are also further condensed into 5 principal forms. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling. First is Sadhu Sangha, association of sadhu. What is Jiva-daya? Who can do Jiva-daya? Who can shower mercy on everyone? A person who is seeing the body, he cannot do Jiva-daya. Jiva means Atma. Jiva is not this body, not the covering on top of the body. That is the cloth. This is not Jiva. Jiva is the living force. Jiva-daya, Krishna Nam, Sarva Dharma Sar. Among all forms of dharma, Jiva-daya to shower mercy on the Jivas, and Krishna Nam and the holy name. This is the Sar, this is the essence. So, who can do Jiva-daya? Who can shower mercy on Jiva? Materialistic persons cannot. Those who are on the platform of body and the mind, even on the platform of the mind, they cannot. Because Atma is different from mind. Atma is different from the body. If the body is taken care of, Atma's requirements are not fulfilled. So, Jiva-daya, showering mercy on the living entities, is possible only by the Vaishnavas, those who are transcendentalists, those who are devotees. Sadhu Sangha, that is why it is mentioned, associate with the sadhus. Sadhus will educate us that we are not this body. Our actual self is different from the body. Even though the body is gone, you are not gone. Nahanyate hanyamane sharire. That which remains even after the body is gone is Atma. So when I know, or when I am established on the platform of Atma, only then Suni chaiva swapakecha pandita samadarshina, I will have the vision that everyone is an individual living entity. There is an Atma in every living entity. He can see. And therefore, he can perform activity that is good for the welfare of the living entity, that is the Atma. The so-called philanthropists, the so-called politicians, or the what do you call those who are fighting for equality? What do you call them?
Activists.
Activists. All these persons, they are trying, everyone is trying, but it is on the platform of the body. And it is never possible to unite anyone on the platform of body. It's never going to be possible. There is always discrimination. Even within your own family, it's going to be there. Same blood from the same mother and the father, but still it is not possible. Because everyone thinks of his own identity as different. But when we see that we are all connected to the one organic whole, we belong to one source, then unity is possible. And in that platform there is no equality or inequality or this or that. Everything on the platform of Atma, all these equalities, inequalities are only on the mental plane, on the material plane, but not on the plane of Atma. So, if you want to bring that, but you are fighting from a body level, it's not possible. If you want to bring unity, if you want to bring equality, if you want to bring all those things, whatever you are fighting for, or whatever way we are trying to help others, it is not possible by any platform other than being situated on the platform of the Atma. So, what is true Jiva-daya? What is the actual mercy on the living entities? Sadhu Sangha. To give the association of the sadhus, to be in the company of sadhus. Sadhus, because they are situated on that platform, they educate us on that platform, the platform of Atma, and all our material necessities, whatever I am thinking of today, will all be directed towards the necessities of Atma. Because of the misconception of the self, I think I am the body, I think this is required, this is required, this is required. Ultimately, what is required is happiness. But I am thinking that the body is happy, then I will be happy. No. It is never going to be the case, because the body is never happy. Because always there is a scarcity in this material world. There is a scarcity, or there is a depletion of everything. You are happy for some time and gets depleted over a period of time. You have money and it's lost over a period of time. You have youth that is gone over a period of time. You have nice vision, it's gone over a period of time. Nothing you can have. Everything is going to be depleted with time. Time is influencing. So how can we ever be happy constantly? It's not possible. So, Jiva-daya, if we want to actually shower mercy on everyone, a sadhu, he does it. How? By speaking Harikatha. That is Jiva-daya. Those who are sleeping to spiritual consciousness, uplifting them is actual Jiva-daya. To make a person more and more engrossed in materialism cannot be called as Jiva-daya. We are maybe fulfilling the needs of that person, but for that particular period of time only. But that's not a permanent solution. The activists are doing something. They are trying to bring some kind of, trying to bring some unity, or trying to bring a fight for the peaceful community, or unity, or equality, or so many other things they are fighting for. But the thing is, none of these attempts will be fruitful until they are done on the platform of Atma. And therefore, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, any speech where there is no Krishna Katha is nothing but killing of the soul. Killing of the soul means a soul cannot be killed, of course, but the nature of the Atma, the nature of the self has been destroyed. So, he says, Jiva-hatya. Hatya means killing. What is Jiva-hatya? Means any miserliness to speak about Krishna. Means to not speak Krishna Katha is Jiva-hatya. Therefore, he says, he categorizes Mayavadis also as those who are the killers of the self, because they want to merge in the Brahman. The self, position of self is to serve the Supreme Lord. But the Mayavadis want to merge in the Brahman. So the self is destroyed. Destroyed means the nature of the self. Self can never be destroyed. Atma is indestructible. But the nature, you want to merge into Brahman. It is artificial state, or it's a temporary state. You can merge, but it's a temporary state. You have to ultimately become the servant of Supreme Lord. Therefore, Jiva-daya means to shower mercy on the conditioned souls for the welfare of their spiritual progress, for the upliftment of their spiritual consciousness, but not on any material plane. And who can do this? Our Guru Maharaj used to say that only a person who has seen the self, who has the real knowledge of the self, he can, awaken other sleeping souls. Not a sleeping soul can awaken another sleeping soul. It's not possible. If everyone is sleeping, who will awaken whom? Only a person who is awake, he can awake the other sleeping souls. Therefore, he says, Jiva-daya is not something that we can do. It's not possible for us, because we ourselves are still discriminating man, woman, boy, girl, dog, mine, others. As long as we are on this platform, we cannot do Jiva-daya. It's not possible. We have to, be elevated to be able to do Jiva-daya. And only the preaching efforts of such persons will become successful or bear fruits. So that is about Jiva-daya. Jiva means spirit soul and Daya means mercy. Actual mercy on a Jiva or living entity is to educate one to become Krishna conscious, or to become, conscious of the self but not of the body. If we give money to someone who is in need, and money is exhausted in some time. If we give, food to someone, it's also exhausted in a particular period of time. Clothes, same. Comfort, yes, same. And what you can do the most is give some education. Teach him properly. Then he can earn his own money and he can, keep on filling his stomach or keep on doing his, running after his necessities, whatever he can do by himself. So the best mercy that you can do in this material world is Vidyadan. The mercy of giving knowledge. That is the best, because every time is not dependent. You give money, you give this, you give that, you do that, everything is finished. But knowledge, you have some knowledge, then he can earn his own livelihood, he can help few others. So the best that you can do in this material world is some learning. But even that learning also will not last long. It will not last long. I am a very educated person, but suddenly I meet with an accident, my mind is finished, then will my education help me? I am a PhD holder, but now this knowledge of no use at all. Okay, no accident, but I die ultimately one day. After death, I have not learned how to live the next life. Therefore, our Muni Maharaj used to give an example. He still gives that example. There was a big kingdom, and every 5 years the rule will change, the king will change. There is a rotation in that particular, kingdom. So they say that those who are eligible to become king, they will be, made king for 5 years. But after 5 years, he has to go in a forest and stay alone. So that is the norm that I have fixed for becoming a king. So everyone is excited to become king because they can rule. So everyone is excited to become king, and when he becomes a king, he is very, very happy, delighted. And as the term comes slowly down, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, his face becomes dark and dark, more anxiety, more tensed up. Oh, what to do, what to do. Oh, next year I have to stay in the forest. He is more and more tensed up. So, all the kings, many kings have changed, and everyone is in such a state. One time, one king came, and with the every year progressing, he is more and more jubilant, very happy. He is very happy to go into the forest. So every year he is very jubilant, and when the fifth year comes, was very happy. Yeah, I'm very happy to rule the place. So the minister asked that, sir, I have been working here for so many years. I have seen so many kings change, but end of the fifth year, I see that everyone is like tensed up and anxiety and blackish because in tension. Now you are flourishing every year and you are jubilant. What is the reason? He says, while staying in my tenure as a king, I have constructed a house, beautiful house in the forest. Now I have more luxurious house to go there. So, therefore I am totally tension free. I have everything set up there. So the moral of the story is, while living here, he prepared for his future. He knows that he has to go there. So he made his life comfortable while staying at the place because he can do. As a pauper you cannot do, you are a king, you can do it. So similarly, as a dog, a cat cannot do, I am a human. I know that after a certain period I have to die. He knows the tenure 5 years, but we don't know the tenure. Maybe 5 years, 50 years, or 5 days, 5 hours, we don't know. But as a human being, I have got the capacity to plan for my future after death, what I am going to become. If I can construct a house in Golok Vrindavan, where you need only Hare Krishna Mahamantra as the cash, you don't need anything else. Cash is in your hand. You can be a pauper, you can be rich man, you can be smart, you can be handsome, you can be ugly, you can be black, you can be white, you can be anything. But you can chant Mahamantra, and that is our brick in Golok Vrindavan, each brick constructed for the number of time, for how much ever time we are here. And a devotee therefore leaves the body with great pleasure. He is not worried because he knows that there is a nice place to live, comfortable home. But when the death comes, everyone is morose, very anxiety. Oh, what will happen to my children? What will happen to my wife? What will happen to my husband? What will happen to the property? All this is completely worried. But a devotee, let death come. I am ready. Parikshit Maharaj is waiting. Oh, 7 days over. Why did death not come to me? Is there anyone waiting? No. Everyone wants to escape death. But devotees, whatever you wish. Death is also your blessing, life is also your blessing. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj was walking on the seashore. He's walking on the seashore. And his disciples walking along with him. So some disciples like us also are there who are like crank. So one person asked Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada, as you are walking suddenly, if some aeroplane passes by, and somebody has thrown bomb at you, how will you react? What is your reaction? Then Swami Maharaj replied, I will see that Krishna is coming in the form of death. Jai. I will see that Krishna is coming in the form of death. Can I see like this? I cannot see. Tatte anukampam susamikshamano. To see everything as a mercy of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Everything. Not this thing, selective. Oh, if I like this is Krishna's mercy. If I don't like this, oh, Krishna is not merciful upon me. No, don't crib. Krishna is merciful. I am not able to see Krishna's mercy. If I get what I want, then Krishna is very merciful. Gurudev is very merciful. But if I don't get what I want, then oh no, Krishna is not merciful upon. No, Mother is always merciful. Krishna is always merciful. It is just that I am not able to see His mercy. That's all. It's my misfortune that I am not able to see. But devotees, tatte anukampam susamikshamano. Susamikshamano means, Guru Maharaj used to say, ikshamano means to see. Samikshamanu means samyak, completely. To see the mercy completely, or to see that completely it is the mercy of Krishna. And there is another adjective added, susamikshamanu. Ikshamanu means to see. Samikshamanu means to see in a holistic way and or totality in totality. And susamikshamanu, su is another adjective. Su means very nicely, beautifully, clearly, without any dot. Exquisite. Samikshamanu. What? Tatte anukampam. That everything is Lord's mercy. That is a devotee. So he said, I see that Krishna is coming in the form of a bomb. Means, if we prepare our house, that yes, I have my house in Goloka Vrindavan. I am only waiting for the death to come and take me there. I only want my tenure to be over. When will I finish my 5th year? Isn't it? He is waiting. When will my 5th year be over? He is very eager. Everyone is very anxious, but he is very eager. When will my 5th year be over? Because I have a palace there. I have constructed a palace there. So the devotees are always, anytime they are willing, they are ready to leave, no problem. They have no attachments. As long as we have attachments in this material world, we will be worried, we will be tensed up, we will be anxious. So that is Jiva-daya. To educate everyone that this is not your house, my dear friend. You are you are paying rent for this. You are here on a temporary basis. Your job is not permanent. Your house is not permanent. Your happiness is not permanent. Your wife is not permanent. Your son is not permanent. Your husband is not permanent. What is permanent? Nothing is permanent. You have to give up all these things anyway. Better prepare something which will remain permanently with you. So, that way, in that manner, when we educate, when the sadhus educate, that is what is Jiva-daya. But for that, we need to educate ourselves, we need to be situated on that platform. And the second is Krishna Nam. What is Krishna Nam? तार मध्ये सर्वश्रेष्ठ नाम sankirtan. Mahaprabhu is telling, among the 9 limbs of devotion, the topmost is Nama Sankirtan. Nama Sankirtan means singing the holy name or chanting the holy name is the supreme among everything else. Because all other limbs, Shravanam is possible by chanting, Smaranam is possible by chanting, Kirtanam is also happening by chanting. Pada Sevanam, because there is no difference between the Lord and the Lord's name, Pada Sevanam is also possible. Archanam, worship of the deity, we are doing with the help of the mantras, with the help of some shlokas, holy name. Without holy name, even the mantras are not there. Isn't it? Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. Everything is comprising of Radharani's name, Krishna's name. Means even Archana is within the holy name. Vandanam, hymns, prayers, what can be, superior to the holy name? Prayers are also within the holy name. Atmanivedanam, one should chant the holy name with the, complete submission. How? That, oh Lord, I belong to you. Forgetting you, I have fallen into this material world and therefore I am undergoing so many troubles. Oh Lord, please reclaim me. So, in this manner, all the limbs of devotion are simply executed or performed by chanting of the holy name. Niraparade loile nam pabe premadhan. If one chants the holy name without offenses or free from offenses, anybody is chanting the holy name, pabe premadhan, one will get the highest prem, Krishna prem, that is the supreme wealth. That is the supreme highest wealth. There is no wealth superior to Krishna prem. So, Nama, holy name, it is said, Madhuram, Madhuram, Etan, Mangalam, Mangalanam. Sakala Nigamavalli Satvalam Sukritapi Parigitaya Shraddhaya Helayava Bhriguvarana Ramatram Tarayet Krishna Nama. About the holy name it is said, because if we don't understand the glories of holy name, then we will not have the desire to chant. You think, oh, it's an ordinary sound. Oh, maybe it is some kind of a practice. Okay, somebody is teaching yoga, somebody is teaching tapasya, somebody is teaching something else. This is also something like that. Some kind of a sadhana, some kind of a practice. No. You understand what is the holy name? Madhuram, Madhuram. It is sweeter than the sweetest of anything in this world. Not only in this world, of all the 3 worlds. Not only of the 3 worlds, even of Golok Vrindavan. That is why it is said, Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana. Narottam Das Thakur is telling. Golokera Premadhan Harinama Sankirtan. You understand it? The Premadhan, the love, the wealth of Goloka is Harinam Sankirtan. That means it is even sweeter than anything else in the 3 worlds. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks Rupa Goswami, that you have written, the Lalita Madhav, Vidagdha Madhav, etc. I want to know what subject you have written. Please recite one verse from it. Rupa Goswami, he recites Tunde Tandavaniyam verse. What is that verse? That verse says that when the holy name is dancing on the tip of my tongue, then one tongue is not sufficient to completely relish the sweetness of that holy name. So, I wish to get millions and millions of tongues. And when this holy name enters into the ears, I feel that two ears are not able to completely drink the nectar of the sweetness of this holy name. So, millions and millions of years are required to completely, drink the nectar of the holy name. Now, when this holy name enters into the heart of a devotee, then all my sense organs are completely, coming to a standstill. Means no organs or no bodily limbs are aware of anything other than holy name. That is Purna Samadhi, complete absorption. When it enters into the heart, Rupa Goswami is telling the glories of the holy name, how glorious is the holy name, that when it is dancing on the tongue, one tongue is not sufficient, millions of tongues are required to taste. Because if something is so palatable, so nicely prepared, why Lord gave me only this much quantity in the stomach? I need this much space in the stomach so that I can eat more. So, there is more aspiration, more desire to drink. And when it enters into the ears, Rupa Goswami is saying the name is so sweet that 2 ears are not sufficient to completely drink that particular nectar. And when it enters into the heart, it's telling that all the bodily limbs, sense organs, everything completely coming to a standstill. Means no desires are left. Completely, satisfied, pleased, comes to the platform of Samadhi. When Haridas Thakur heard this, oh my God, I have heard the glories of the holy name from several scriptures, but none like this. I heard so many glories of the holy name, but none like this. He praised Rupa Goswami about, what are the glories of holy name he has mentioned. So, Madhuram, Madhuram. Holy name is sweeter than the sweetest thing, not only in this world or in the 3 worlds, even in Golok Vrindavan. That is the sweetest. Golokera Premadhan Harinama Sankirtan. It is the Premadhan, it's the wealth of Golok. And in Namashtaka also Rupa Goswami says, Nam Gokula Mahotsavayate Pate Krishna Purna Vapushe Namaha. He is telling Nama is Gokulotsav. Utsav means festival. What is festival in the Golok? Nama. Holy name is the festival. For us, festival means nice food. Festival there is chanting the holy name. They are always busy chanting the holy name. Like in the house of Srivas Pandit. Srivas Pandit, all day, all night, Mahaprabhu and all the associates are singing and dancing. And they are never tired. They are completely, ecstatic and absorbed in the holy name. Yes, mad, intoxicated. They were all intoxicated. So, madhuram madhuram, this is the sweetness of the holy name. Etan mangalam mangalanam. Etan means of all that brings welfare, this is the supreme process of welfare. Somebody will say, oh, tapasya is very nice, it will bring welfare. Somebody says tyaga, to renounce brings welfare. Somebody says, dana, giving donation, brings welfare. Somebody says karma brings welfare. Somebody says dharma brings welfare. Of all these welfare activities or whatever brings welfare, etan mangalam mangalanam, even they are purified by chanting the holy name. Means even tapasya is purified by chanting the holy name. Tapasya personified is purified by chanting the holy name. Dana personified means to give donation, to offer something, is purified by doing it for the holy name or doing it for Krishna. Even the the dana personified, the donation personified, will become pleased or will consider himself very, very, obliged if the dana is going in the service of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So, of all those activities or of all those the activities that bring welfare, holy name, Mangalanam, highest welfare. Which means, Jiva-daya, if you want to do, I'm trying to bring both Jiva-daya, Krishnanam together. If you actually want to do Jiva-daya, if one wants to do actual Jiva-daya, then the best Jiva-daya is to give the best, isn't it? Why do you want to give money or clothing or house or this or that? Give the best thing. Best is holy name. It's the best object, even of Golok Vrindavan. Sweeter than the sweetest thing and the topmost welfare thing. So bring that to everyone. That is Jiva-daya. And Sakala Nigamavalli Satphalam, about the holy name it is being said. Sakala Nigamavalli Satphalam means it is the most ripened fruit of all the Vedas. If Vedas are compared to creepers or the trees, then the fruit of all those Vedas. In a tree, we eat the fruit, isn't it? Not the leaves, the bark, the stem, this, that. No. In Bengal they eat. And some of them can be eaten, of course. But the fruit has its own taste and different essence of all the tree. So that fruit, ripened fruit of all the Vedas is the holy name. Means all the Vedas are ultimately giving holy name only. You may say, oh, that talks about, karma, that Veda talks about yajna. We may say all these things, but the fruit of all these, yes, when there is a tree, there is a branch, there is a leaf, there is this, there is that, but the fruit is what I want. Isn't it? All these things are there. Vedas are talking about all these things, yes. Just like for a tree, all these things are there. But the essence of all these things is the fruit. What is more expensive? The fruit is expensive. So, that is the Sakala Nigamavalli Satphalam. About the holy name, it is being said that the holy name is the fruit of all the Vedic literature. Sukritapi parigitaya shraddhaya hilayava. A person who is chanting this name either indifferently or with faith. Sukritapi, it happens only by some sukriti. It's not possible without sukriti, without some good karma. Shraddhaya helayava. If the name is chanted with faith or without faith, Bhriguvara Naramatram Tarayet. This a living entity is immediately delivered simply by chanting this holy name, even with difference, with attachment or without attachment. That is Krishnanam, that is the glory of the holy name. It is mentioned. So, there is no comparison to holy name. Naam bina kichu nahi ar dharma. Sarva mantra saranam ei shastra marma. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, Naam bina nahi ar anna dharma. There is no activity, no dharma other than the holy name. Sarva mantra saranam. The essence of all the mantras, the result of all the mantras is Naam. Ei Shastra Marma. This is the verdict of the Shastras. This is the hidden truth of the Shastras. When Tapan Mishra was in Bangladesh, yes, I'll come to your question. When Tapan Mishra was in Bangladesh, the current day Bangladesh, those days East Bengal, he had gone through so many scriptures. He studied all the scriptures, but he's confused. What to do? So because there are so many different instructions, you read this Shastra, this instruction, this Shastra, this instruction, this Shastra. So every different Shastra is giving different instructions. He's confused what is the right path, what to accept, what not. And he is asking all the learned persons in East Bengal, please tell me, please tell me. Nobody, everyone is only further confusing. Nasam rishir yasya matam na bhinnam. As many scholars are there, so many paths are there. Isn't it? A person is not a scholar, a person is not a pandit if he has not, formulated his own way. Isn't it? So, it is like this. So, whomever he approached, he said, this is good, this is good. But he is only confused more and more. So, he asked, he is crying, what to do, what to do. Then, in the dream, he told that tomorrow morning, one person will come from Bengal. He is a saint, he will answer all your questions. Go and meet that Brahmana. Next day morning, he goes and meets that Brahmana who is Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit is a householder that time. He went to East Bengal to earn his livelihood. So he approached him. Last night I have seen you in my dream and I came to know that all my questions will be answered. Yes, what is your question? I have gone through all the scriptures, but I am confused. What to do? What is the best path for my actual welfare? Then he told, didn't you read that holy name is the essence of everything? Don't you know that the holy name is the epitome of all other practices? You don't have to do anything, just chant the holy name. So Mahaprabhu had declared that the holy name is the essence of all scriptures and that is the only path that is mentioned in the scriptures. Therefore, you take shelter of the holy name. Immediately Tapan Mishra was satisfied, and since then he started chanting the holy name. So, Sakala Mantra Sar Nam E Shastra Marma, the hidden truth of the scriptures. If you want to understand the intricacies of the scriptures, then it is said it is the holy name. Holy name or Krishna Nama is the essence of all the mantras and all other practices. Therefore, there is nothing superior to the holy name. Srila Prabhupada, I'll come to your question. When the thoughts are coming, I don't want to break them. So, one time, one disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Sajjanananda Prabhu, everyone used to call him Sajjanananda Maharaj. He came to Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he told that, Prabhupada, I have spent so many years in the mutt. I have been serving deities, I have been doing everything, whatever you told, but I have not gained anything so far. I am the same. Whatever I was, still the same. I haven't gained anything, I haven't attained anything. So many years I have staying in the mud. I want to know, what did I attain? What should I get? Srila Prabhupada immediately answered, did you not get anything? No, I didn't get anything. Are you sure? Yes, nothing. Did you get holy name? Yes, I got Harinam from you. You got everything. What did you not get? Is there anything above holy name? Is there anything above Harinam? Harinam is the topmost. Harinam is the highest. There is nothing superior to it. Did you not get it? Yes, I got. That's all. You got a holy name. If we have faith in the holy name like that, and if we chant, then, we can immediately board the train to Vaikuntha. But if we have no faith, oh, should I board into this train or not, or flight or not? Okay, I doubt. Let me test this, let me test that. The flight is gone, and we are staying stranded. So, we should take this holy name, should chant the holy name, have faith. Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, our entire parampara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, up to Madhavendra Puripad, everyone emphasized only on the holy name. Therefore, holy name, holy name, holy name. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Isn't it? Yes, your question.
Yeah, it was a connection now to the last point which you spoke, that when Prabhupada told you get nothing. Actually, as I understood, that the holy name must be received from a pure devotee.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it's received from someone else, it's. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the source who give you
Yes.
must also be.
Yes,
No?
that is true.
Otherwise.
The thing is, see, the current day situation is very difficult to find pure devotees. It's very difficult to find pure devotees because slowly, one after another, all of them have disappeared from our vision, from this world. So, Guru Maharaj used to say one word in English, he used to use this phrase, best out of the bad bargain. Means of whatever is available, whatever is best, still okay. So, because take it, come in the lineage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because this is the only path where, Krishna Prem is assured. There is no other path. You can get Vaikuntha Prem, you can get, merging into Brahman, merging into the Lord, but, Krishna Prem is not possible in any other, path. So, best out of the bad bargain of whatever is available, try to find what is the best and get, connected with that. We should try to link ourselves with the, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lineage, somehow or other. And, chant with faith in that lineage. But of course, if we can find a pure devotee, nothing like it. If we have the desire, then we will be directed. If we have sincere desire, then we will be directed towards that person.
Still, persons are there who
Yeah, because a guru can only take you up to the point where he is realized. He cannot take us beyond that. We are very fortunate that we got such pure devotees or enlightened devotees who could bring us there. But with time, I'm seeing that so many things are changing. So many things are changing. This thing is getting diluted. People speak to impress the audience. Even in among the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, even the so-called acharyas, there is no such purity. Yeah, because I saw Guru Maharaj and others of his category that they used to speak for the pleasure of Krishna. They used to speak as a remembrance of what they heard from their Gurudev. They didn't speak anything from for the pleasure of the audience. It's a hell lot of difference between the two. Okay, you are not advanced, no problem. Just try to read what is there in the scriptures. Thinking that it brings welfare to me. But to impress the audience, speaking to impress the audience, doing kirtan to impress the audience is a business. Is not devotion. Neither the person who is doing it will get benefited, nor a person who is receiving Harinam from him will get benefited. So, that's why Guru Maharaj used to say that don't think of another birth. It's very rare to get human birth, to get such pure devotees. Don't think of another birth. Try to finish in this birth. Try to do, Harinam full throttle. Try to do service in full zeal, enthusiasm. Because, with time, everything is getting deteriorated. Everything is getting deteriorated. I mean, not many, just 20, 25 years ago I saw, and now, very different, vast difference. Vast difference. And in the next 25 years, what it is going to be, yes. And when we talk about next birth, wow, don't even talk about it. So now we got an opportunity, but an intelligent person does not want to lose it. He will not, say, okay, let me see, let me wait, I'll get another opportunity. No. An intelligent person doesn't do it. Turnam, immediately, just now. Don't keep it for tomorrow also. Don't keep it for the next moment also. Just now, Turnam. Any moment we may lose this opportunity. Now, we don't know whether we will get sadhus or not. I mean, we will get sadhus, but so-called sadhus or real sadhus, we don't know. And if we want to get cheated, there are so many persons. Yes. No, we will get cheater gurus. If we want to get cheated, we will get cheater gurus. They are available. Because there is demand, there is supply. Swami Maharaj used to say that because you want to get cheated, there are cheaters. You cannot say that cheaters are wrong. Cheaters are not wrong. Because you want to get cheated, there are cheaters. Because supply, demand. There is a demand, that is why there is supply. Isn't it? There are buyers. That's why the product is in the market. But the thing is that if you don't want to get cheated, if you are sincere, then the Lord will definitely give us that, person who is sincere in his attempts. Maybe he is not an advanced devotee, maybe he is not a realized devotee, but at least he is sincere. At least he is not doing his own personal marketing. He is not trying to impress us. At least we will get such a devotee, a sincere devotee, more advanced than us probably, but as not advanced as Guru should be. At least that we will get. But if we want to get cheated, cheaters are available. And in the next birth, in our next birth, there will be more cheaters. Isn't it? There will be more cheaters because there will be more demand for being cheated. So, a intelligent person should not wait for the next birth. It's better that we wrap up our, everything within this birth. Let's finish what is to be done in this birth. Let us finish it off here, leave it here, and then go back.
Yeah, the tickets we have, no?
Satchidananda wasn't a Maharaj. He wasn't a sannyas.
Sachidananda.
From Germany, right? The Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada disciple.
Yes, I think.
No.
I am not sure. I don't think he did. I'm not very sure.
I've heard both, and then you said they were calling him Maharaj, but it suggested maybe.
Oh, no. This is not this person. Oh, this is not this person. Another Sachidananda Prabhu from, India only.
Oh, okay.
Some disciple of Srila Prabhupada. His name is Sachidananda Prabhu, and people used to call him Sachidananda Maharaj, Sachidananda Maharaj. It's not that he took sannyas, but people used to call him Sachidananda Maharaj.
You know that Gita verse, there is no diminution, right? Means that it doesn't mean we're making progress, actually. It just means we can't fall back. So I wonder sometimes, oh my God, did I do this last life and I made no progress and here I am again? Because there's no diminution.
Yes.
So I'm starting at the same place again and not making any progress. Is that possible, or do we always make progress?
No, not necessarily. We may stop for some time at a point, and then we may pick up from there at some point later. But there is no fall down in this path, in bhakti path. It's always higher, and due to some reason, maybe for some offenses or something like that, we may be in that state for a long time. Yes.
Maharaj, what is about, as you told that some senior devotees doing bhakti to express other people? What is the reason? Is there fear or why? Because
Means to please the audience?
Yeah. We have to understand what is there, for which purpose.
It is better we don't want to know about them.
It's because sometimes I realize that I have also this kind of. It's not because I want to understand them. I want to understand myself.
Okay.
Why it's happened like that.
Because of the misconception of the self.
Oh, we forgot.
Because I think I am the body, because I want name and fame, because I want to become the highlight, I want to be in the limelight. So I try to do things that I am not. I artificially want to present myself because I want to hide my truth, what I am. That is cheating myself. I'm cheating myself.
So we have also fear to see our real self.
No, it's not due to seeing our fear of our own thing, but fear of others not respecting me.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
fear I'm doing something bad.
Yes,
I want
yes.
to think that they are not.
Yes, I want to be nice not because I am nice, but so that they think that I am nice. So that is the problem. So artificially presenting ourselves. But it is there, to some or other degree, to a lesser or a higher degree, it is there in everyone, each one of us, it's there. Unless until we are freed from our material egos, it is there. But the thing is that how much serious are we to get rid of that problem is more important. The problem is there, but am I happy with having the problem? Am I okay? Or am I, deceiving others, concealing my problem? Yeah. Or am I serious to get out of the problem? So this defines what state of saintliness I have. So if one is serious, he is having a problem, and he or she, and that is genuinely accepted that I have this problem and I am trying to get out of the problem, is good. It's a good state.
So actually we must be truthful first of all
To ourselves.
to Sri Krishna and to others.
Yes.
This is a connection.
The transparency is required. And the other is I have problem, and I think, okay, I have problem, what to do? It's better than, others. So just being happy with the current state. And the worst and degraded state is that I have a problem, but I want to tell everyone that I am the best. Self-deception and deceiving others is the biggest problem. He cannot be saint. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will shower his mercy upon everyone, but not a deceiver. A self-deceiver he can never become a recipient of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Hypocrite. He can never receive the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Or Mahaprabhu does not shower his mercy upon such a person. So it's a very, very bad state. You can be an offender, you can be a sinner, you can be lowly, you can be anything, but not a hypocrite. If we are a hypocrite, then we cannot be called as sadhu at all. I have problem, but okay, I'm trying slowly but steadily, you're still a saint. But hypocrite can never be called as a saint.
It's important to understand
Yes.
who are we.
So, how good are we with the time? Oh, not so good.
We only care that you start on time. You can talk forever.
Okay. Okay. So, any other questions you have? No? Okay. So, we'll meet at 8:30 tomorrow then, in the morning. Okay? And I hope, I think I can give some extra time also. Let's see how it goes tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're going